to the train station.
Did you witness the pushing?
I've not witnessed any pushing, no.
You didn't witness the pushing?
We're just removing you from the area because
I'm going on a train. I'm going on a train.
But why are you not walking? Come on.
Why would he use that language to me though? Please, miss.
Come on.
You are currently live to hundreds of people, sir.
You're getting ready to watch police officers today. It's been nothing but disgraceful.
Disgraceful? I've got it all on record. I've got it all on record.
Welcome to UK Audit Network, where we expose misconduct, examine police and legal encounters, defend civil liberties, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to you by Reggie Photo. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor Reggie visits Preston Station to film from a public area and is met with instant hostility. As he approaches a police van, a sergeant shockingly swears at him, calling him an effing biff. When Reggie calmly challenges the language, he's physically pushed away and the situation rapidly deteriorates. A second sergeant then steps in, not to address the abuse, but to twist the narrative, accusing Reggie of swearing while he's clearly explaining what just happened. It's a textbook display of hypocrisy, ego, and abuse of authority, all captured clearly on camera.
Go away, you biff.
Biff?
Go away.
Why?
Because I'm busy and I haven't got time for people like you.
You call me a f***ing biff?
I called you a biff.
What for?
Because you're a biff.
Why though?
Now go away because I'm busy.
I just went like that.
Somebody. Yeah, I know, you know me now. So go away.
What are you going to do about it?
Go away, you.
Don't call me a f***ing biff. I'm not a football lad. I'm not going anywhere, I'm on a public footpath. You f***ing biff. Miss, he called me a f***ing biff and he's a sergeant.
Okay, we just dealing with...
I'm not a football lad,
Yeah.
I'm not a football lad.
Alright.
He called me a f***ing biff.
Okay, are you okay to just...
Can you
walk
tell me...
away?
No, I'm not, I'm getting a train.
Right, okay then.
Can you tell me what police force he's from? Please,
Let's
miss.
see what force we are here and we've had...
I don't know, but what... No, is it Blackburn, is it Preston?
Lancashire Police.
No, but what...
I can't tell you you've already done the photograph anyway.
What the
Section 5 of the Public Order Act makes it an offense to use threatening, abusive, or insulting words or behavior within the hearing of someone likely to be caused harassment, alarm, or distress. In this case, the sergeant's language doesn't just breach professional standards, it arguably crosses into criminal territory, especially given the power imbalance between an officer and a member of the public. What makes it worse is that when Reggie, visibly shocked, repeats what was said to him, the sergeant doesn't retract it or apologize. He confirms it outright, "I called you an effing biff." That removes any suggestion of a slip or heat-of-the-moment mistake. It was deliberate. It reveals contempt, not service. Language like this erodes public trust and directly violates the College of Policing's Code of Ethics, which requires officers to act with respect, courtesy, and professionalism. Coming from a sergeant, someone expected to set the standard, it's even more damning.
I know, but you weren't dealing with anybody when I was at the side of the van.
Okay.
He called me a f***ing biff. Why?
I've had a very, very long day.
Yeah.
I'm very busy. I'm very tired.
Yeah.
I've still got a long time to go on this shift. And
Yeah.
the last thing I need is people like you coming to the side of my police van, pulling stupid faces when I've got stuff to do. I am a very busy man. Clearly,
Can I pull stupid
if you wish
faces?
to make a complaint about me, fill your boots. But I've had enough.
What
and I need
station
you
are
to go
what
away.
station are you based at?
Blackburn.
Blackburn?
Yes. All right.
Right.
Thank you very much. You've had your fun now. Please, will you leave?
No,
the area?
I'm catching a train.
Right, well, go and get a train then.
Serious constable?
Yeah.
Are you a sergeant?
Yes, go and get a train. Go get a train.
That's unwanted contact, that.
You're going to finish with getting arrested.
You're going to but he's a police officer.
I don't want to get arrested. No, I know.
Go then, just go.
Stop pushing me in my back, please. I'm not a football fan. I'm not a football fan. Sergeant, that is pure that.
There's no need for this, isn't there?
That is pure that. What he did to me then.
The situation escalates further when the sergeant physically pushes the auditor away. Any use of force by police must be reasonable, necessary, and proportionate. Here, Reggie posed no threat, made no aggressive movement, and was simply questioning unacceptable language. In that context, pushing him can amount to common assault under Section 39 of the Criminal Justice Act 1988. The most revealing moment follows when the sergeant dismissively says, "If you want to complain about me, fill your boots." That statement exposes a belief in rank-based immunity, as if seniority places someone beyond consequence. Instead of acknowledging misconduct or attempting to de-escalate, the sergeant displays open indifference to accountability. It's not confidence. It's entitlement.
Walk to the train station.
Did you witness the pushing?
I've not witnessed any pushing, no.
You didn't witness the
no,
pushing?
we're just removing you from the area because we.
I'm going on a train. I'm going on a train.
But why are you not walking? Come on.
Why would he use that language to me though? Please, miss.
Come on.
You are currently live to hundreds of people, sir.
Your behaviour towards police officers today has been nothing but disgraceful.
Disgraceful? I've got it all on record. I've got it all on record. I got it all on record. What did I swear? Did I swear or anything like that to you, sir? What did I swear? Pull in a face?
When we're very busy people.
Pull in a face? You committed a public order offence. You called me a biff. Did you call me a biff? Did you call me a biff? Pull a face. That's what I do to kids. That's what I do to kids. You call me a biff, and I've got it all on camera. Sergeant 75, you will be disgraced, sir.
The justification offered for this behavior is almost absurd. The sergeant claims that the auditor pulling faces somehow justified swearing and physical contact. That argument is childish and legally meaningless. Being looked at or mocked does not grant an officer permission to lose control, especially not a senior one expected to model restraint. The irony deepens when the sergeant accuses the auditor of disgraceful behavior. Reggie remained vocal but non-violent, while the sergeant swore, pushed him, and doubled down rather than apologize. If anyone behaved disgracefully, it wasn't the auditor. This is classic blame shifting, a tactic used to deflect scrutiny by reframing misconduct as provoked.
You're obviously harassing my officers.
Harassing your officers?
I'm seeing people a little bit upset when you're speaking to them.
Do you know why they're upset? Because I've caught them out calling me a biff, and I've got the evidence to back that up. Would you endorse that sort of language?
I'm not going to comment on what other people have said.
So if I called you a biff now, how would you react to that?
I'm quite offended the fact that you...
Would you arrest me for that?
...sworn on the railway, which is contrary to a bylaw 8, so I suggest you...
And I would not do that, sir.
You have.
No, I've told you what he said.
Sworn.
No, I told you what he said.
It doesn't matter because you swore.
The core issue quickly becomes the deliberate twisting of facts. Reggie was clearly quoting the language used against him, not directing an insult at anyone. Yet the second sergeant instantly reframes it as the auditor swearing, claiming it breaches Railway Bylaw 8. That ignores context entirely. Repeating an insult as an example is not the same as directing it. Instead of addressing the original misconduct, the focus is shifted onto the auditor. This isn't confusion. It's strategy. A close-ranks mentality designed to protect a colleague by distorting the narrative rather than confronting the truth.
By repeating one of your... Can I report a crime to you?
You can absolutely report a crime.
Well, I want to report a crime to you. One of your constables called me a biff. Right? Sergeant 75.
Well, that's not a constable, that's a sergeant.
Well, it's still a crime. I'm repeating his words. I haven't said them. I'm saying what he said to me.
Okay, well, you then said, what if I called you?
So I'm asking you what in return.
You have sworn without referencing another person.
Well, can I just tell you this, sir? Just spin this here. We're live to a lot of people right now,
really
right?
bothered about that.
So therefore, just be careful where you go with
Do you
this.
understand that the railway bylaws...
I know the bylaws, but they haven't. None of the British Transport Police have asked me to leave.
It's a constable.
A British Transport Constable, not a Lancashire Police Constable.
No, you're misunderstanding the law. It says the word constable. Constable can enforce a bylaw. Yes, the BT can have primacy, however a constable can enforce the bylaw. You are currently, by swearing, acting in an unacceptable manner.
Oh, so here we go, guys. Another tyrant here. He's just said that I am swearing by merely repeating a sergeant's words. That's what I was doing. I wasn't swearing. No. Listen, Constable. So you are not. You can't. No. I asked you a question. I asked you a question, Constable. You're a sergeant as well. So is this how sergeants go down? I swore. I asked you, how would you feel if I called you that? Right? So I won't repeat it again because I don't use that language. I don't use that language. I don't, because it weren't directed at you. He directed it at me.
Then what I'd advise you, if you've got evidence, is ring 101 and make a complaint.
I want to make a complaint to you now.
I can't investigate another sergeant. He's the same rank as me, so what I would suggest...
Oh, you can't investigate another sergeant? He's same rank? That's corrupt, that.
The moment that truly exposes the culture at play comes when the sergeant admits, I can't investigate another sergeant. He's the same rank as me. That statement is extraordinary. It openly acknowledges an internal rule of non-accountability based on rank. The auditor is right to call that corrupt because it undermines the very foundations of impartial policing. Rank does not exempt anyone from scrutiny. Every officer has a duty to ensure complaints are handled properly, regardless of who they involve. By admitting he won't investigate purely due to equal rank, the sergeant confirms that protecting colleagues takes priority over integrity.
I will be doing it in my own time. I asked you a question. I wasn't swearing at you, and you know that, Constable.
The second time.
You know I weren't swearing at you.
Swearing in general way.
But do you know what? If there's no member of public making that complaint, if there wasn't a person in the hearing of sight of that verbal, well, you haven't got a complaint of it, so there you go.
I need a complaint.
You do, because you can't be offended by that word.
But I'm not talking
That might be in my vocabulary.
Public order. Talking about the bylaws.
Bylaws for the train station. So no British Transport Police Constable has asked me to leave this, which is accessible from all members of public until you get to that door.
Private property.
It's not up. It's up until you go into them doors.
No, you're misunderstanding.
Well, you ask a British Transport Constable here now.
This is part of the railway.
I spoke to a British Transport Constable and he has no problem with me being here, and you do in your Lancashire Police.
I have got a problem, so you're swearing.
I'm not swearing. I asked you a question, sir, on your sergeant's words.
You sworn.
Despite knowing full well that the auditor is quoting rather than insulting, the sergeant continues trying to frame Reggie as the offender. It's a deliberate attempt to muddy the waters and shift the focus away from the original abuse. By refusing to acknowledge context, he forces the auditor into a defensive position, making accountability harder to pursue. This isn't misunderstanding. It's narrative control. The goal isn't clarity, it's deflection. And it reveals a deeper issue. Criticism is treated as a threat, not as something to be addressed.
Seriously?
Well, did you not?
I swore. Is that a public order offence?
I'm not saying it is. Have I said that? Have I said the word?
Well, what are you repeating it for then?
What?
Do you know?
What
Do you know?
I'm saying-
Section 5 public order needs to be abusive and threatening in its nature.
have
Have
I-
I abused you or threatened you?
Have I mentioned Section 5 of the Public Order Act?
Well, what law are you trying to stop me from using that word?
Bylaw 8 of the railway bylaws
Yeah.
incorporates unacceptable behaviour,
Yeah,
including
That's right.
swearing on the railway.
there you go.
Part-
And I asked you a question about your sergeant who directed them words at me. I've got the evidence that I never use them words. I never use them words at him. He used them words at me. And I'm asking you if that's acceptable for your sergeant to call me something biff. I will not use that word again if you don't want me
No, I
to.
find it quite offensive.
The hypocrisy becomes impossible to ignore. The sergeant insists the word is offensive and unacceptable when repeated by the auditor, yet dismisses its use when it was aimed directly at a member of the public by a fellow officer. The same language is condemned in one direction and excused in the other. That double standard exposes clear bias. Professional standards aren't being applied evenly. They're being weaponized selectively to shield officers and silence criticism. In this encounter, the word itself becomes a tool, used to push the auditor out while excusing misconduct within the ranks.
Offensive that he directed that word at me.
Then I suggest you ring 101, who will take your...
Well, you're not looking good, Sergeant, because you're absolutely... Because I'm asking you a question.
You're asking me to take a complaint.
No, I'm asking you a question on what your sergeant said to me, and you're saying that I'm guilty of the thing that he said to me.
I don't know what he said. I was not there.
You tried to get me off this property for using a word that your sergeant said to me. Did you just try to get me to leave here for that word?
To leave the railway station.
Well, you've no law to say that. I'm walking in my capability. Bye. See, there you go, guys. Absolute corrupt.
As the encounter draws to a close, the auditor finally calls out the contradiction. He's being told to leave for repeating a word that another sergeant used against him. Faced with that reality and unable to justify it, the sergeant abruptly tells the driver to move on, choosing escape over accountability. It's a fitting end to an interaction driven by ego rather than professionalism. From the outset, the first sergeant acted with arrogance, swearing without provocation and then reinforcing it instead of apologizing. The physical push only confirmed a readiness to use force when challenged. This wasn't a momentary lapse. It was a misuse of authority. The second sergeant's response made it worse, not better. By twisting facts, refusing to investigate, and prioritizing rank over conduct, he demonstrated exactly why public trust continues to erode. This incident wasn't just about offensive language or unnecessary force. It was about a deliberate refusal to accept responsibility and a coordinated effort to flip blame onto the person exercising their right to challenge it.